Hey, good morning. I'm out here feeding the goats and the chickens again. Yesterday we went and did street evangelism again in Pueblo, and yeah, there were 7 of us. It was right at 60 people that we talked and prayed and witnessed to, and it's always great. You know, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish we could have got that on a picture or that on a video, but we do respect the people's privacy, and that's why we don't. But anyhow, this morning, man, once again, Luke 16. It was about a year ago. I was reading Luke 16 again, and the part just stood out so strong and so loud about the rich man and Lazarus. You know, the rich man had it all good, and he had a poor man laid at his gate, and then they both died. And then it says that in hell, the rich man looked up and he saw Abraham, and he said, please tell Lazarus to come, and that Lazarus would dip his finger in water and cool the tip of his tongue, you know, because of the agony that he was in. And then the rich man also went along to say that he would warn his 5 brothers. And that part right there has become so big to me. Like, it was so loud. The 5 brothers in Luke 16, that has become like a title, a banner, like right between my eyes, to warn the 5 brothers of Luke 16. And the rich man asked, he asked if Lazarus could go to his father's house and warn his 5 brothers that they may not come to this place of torment. Years ago, I had a dream where I was in hell, and I saw a line of people that were being thrown into the lake of fire. It talks about it also some in Revelation 20, where it says death and hell were thrown into the lake of fire. So these were people that were already in hell, but now it was judgment time, and like where they were thrown into the lake of fire. I saw the clothes that the people were wearing. I saw there was young and old. And I would always think about the pain of hell. But I'm telling you, it is the screams. These people were screaming because they knew what lay ahead of them. And every time, one by one, they were thrown into the lake of fire, and it made like a glow. I was standing on a rock, and there was another guy that I knew. He was standing on the rock with me, and I grabbed him by the shirt, and I shook him, and I said, can't you see what's going to happen to you? But he didn't want to see it. He just had his head down, and he didn't want to see it. And that's how I woke up. And I think about it, knowing how real Jesus is, knowing how real heaven is, but also knowing how real hell is. That is something to keep on our minds. That's like one day we'll be in heaven. It's like, man, you know, we could have done more. We should have done more probably. But yeah, we need to stir ourselves up and stay awake, you know, and not fall asleep, because there is such a need out there. And we see it when we go to the streets, man. These people are open and they want prayer. We're always running into divine appointments, right on time, running into people, you know, with their situations. And it's like God is just showing up and saying, hey, here I am, you know, I'm with you. But anyhow, yeah, I wanted to leave that with you.